Look around you, at your screen, at your hands, at the light filtering through your window. Everything you see, everything you touch, is built from the same fundamental stuff: atoms. For most of human history, this realm of the incredibly small was invisible to us, a hidden universe operating by rules we could only guess at. We were giants, clumsy and unaware, living on the surface of a world whose true machinery was far too tiny for our eyes to perceive. But that is changing. We are on the verge of a revolution, a shift in our civilization as profound as the discovery of fire or the invention of the microchip. It's called nanotechnology, and it's about to change America and the world forever. Think about it. So what exactly is this nanotechnology? The word might sound complex, but the idea behind it is beautifully simple. It all comes down to size. A nanometer is 1/1000th of a meter. That's a scale so small it's difficult for our minds to grasp. Nanotechnology is the art and science of controlling matter on this incredibly small scale. Nanotechnology is like atomic-sized Lego bricks with an instruction manual. The United States is leading the charge in nanotechnology, shaping industries, medicine, and national strategy. American leadership combines deep research, sustained funding, and innovation hubs that drive breakthroughs. This leadership builds on decades of pioneering research in laboratories across the country. It began with visionaries like Richard Feynman in 1959, imagining atomic-scale manipulation. Today, researchers assemble materials atom by atom to create powerful new capabilities. Federal policy and funding have backed large-scale efforts to accelerate nanotech research nationwide. The National Nanotechnology Initiative has directed billions of dollars into research since 2000. Launched in 2000, the NNI coordinated federal investment and strategic priorities for nanotechnology. Agencies like the NSF, the Department of Defense, and the NIH fund critical nanotech research and facilities. Combined federal and private funding fuels university research, startups, and national centers across the country. Universities and startups translate discoveries into products, supported by national labs and industry partnerships. Tools like scanning tunneling microscopes and atomic force microscopes let scientists image and manipulate atoms directly. From coast to coast, hubs like MIT and Stanford power the innovation pipeline. Nanotechnology is reshaping our world, tiny tools with huge impact, powering breakthroughs across the United States. From healthcare to defense and energy, American labs and companies are racing to harness atoms for real-world solutions. In medicine, nanoscale innovations are transforming patient care and making diagnostics faster and more precise. Targeted drug delivery uses nanoparticles that seek and destroy disease while sparing healthy cells. That means fewer side effects and more effective treatments for patients. Wearables and point-of-care sensors enable early detection and continuous monitoring for better outcomes. In electronics, nanotech helps keep Moore's law moving, enabling smaller, faster chips that power modern computing. Materials like carbon nanotubes and graphene promise devices that are faster, smaller, and far more energy efficient. These breakthroughs accelerate AI training and help pave the way toward practical quantum computing. Nanocoatings boost solar capture by optimizing light absorption at the microscopic level. Nationwide deployment of these improvements can significantly raise energy output and lower costs. Nanomembranes trap viruses and contaminants, bringing safer drinking water to communities in need. Nanotech helps clean air and soil, and even convert waste into usable fuel for a cleaner planet. From armor and sensors to everyday products, nanotech is already everywhere, nanotech in every sector. Nanotechnology is quickly becoming a major economic engine across the United States. Investment and manufacturing are scaling up, turning lab discoveries into real products. Startups and modern factories are working side by side to commercialize breakthroughs. From big corporations to scrappy startups, both are driving growth. Funding, stock interest, and patents are all rising, numbers that tell the economic story. That growth creates jobs: technicians, engineers, sales, and manufacturing staff. Technicians in fabs, engineers designing chips, and teams handling sales and compliance. Automated production increases output. Executives steer strategy, employees share the gains. Nanotech connects industries, electronics, energy, and healthcare, multiplying economic impact. We're also seeing reshoring, US factories, exports, and renewed global trade links. These advances create economic opportunity for generations to come. But with great power comes difficult questions. How do we balance innovation and human safety? Who gets to decide what's safe and who benefits? Communities, scientists, or corporations? We must consider how nanoparticles enter the body: medicine, inhalation, and skin contact. Addressing these issues requires coordinated work across government labs, universities, industry, and regulators. We also need to track environmental pathways: air, water, and soil. Life cycle thinking matters, from manufacturing and use to disposal and recovery. Designing materials that biodegrade or can be recovered reduces long-term environmental risks. Public engagement is key. Inform communities and listen to local concerns. That means laws, collaborative research, and responsible corporate practices all working together. With clear safety protocols and ethical oversight, we can advance nanotechnology responsibly. Nanotechnology may be invisible, but it's reshaping our world. Here's how the USA is leading the charge. At its simplest, nanotechnology manipulates matter at the scale of atoms and molecules, far smaller than a human hair. Researchers and engineers across the United States are investing heavily, pushing breakthroughs in labs like these. Nature inspires many nanotech breakthroughs, from butterfly wings to self-cleaning surfaces and advanced materials. In healthcare, targeted drug delivery and rapid disease detection. In computing, nanoscale chips enabling faster AI and quantum experiments. In energy, advanced batteries and cleaner water solutions. And in materials and consumer goods, stronger, smarter products. Design teams prototype with AR and nanotech-enabled concepts long before full-scale production begins. From clean rooms to advanced factories and industrial parks, manufacturing is scaling nanotech for real-world impact. Nanotech is already improving patient care, powering businesses, boosting renewables, and creating new jobs across communities. But with powerful capabilities come important questions. We must address safety, regulation, and ethical use of nanotechnology. The possibilities are vast, and the future is just beginning.